God bless you all, brothers and sisters. This is David also speaking, and today I want to talk about, is it okay to come late to church? Is it a big deal going to church late? So, a lot of people, they're always coming to church late all the time, and then the phrase with the black people. When it's the black people, you're supposed to be somewhere at 4 o'clock. No, it's 5 o'clock. That is our time because we're always coming late. But anyway, jokes aside, is it really a big deal coming to church late? Yes and no. One, it is not a big deal. And two, yes, it is a big deal. So I'll talk about the first one, why it is not a big deal. So why isn't it a big deal coming to church late? Because maybe you're on the way to church and then the car broke down, or something happens, or maybe the devil is just trying to put blocks on your path to come late. We don't know. And then it's not a big deal because you just came to church late just once, or maybe like 5 times in a year. It's not a big deal. You came late just only few times. It is not a big deal. Or maybe you were just on your way and then somebody said, please pray for me, or you pray for somebody to be healed, or you quickly preach the gospel, very important to someone in a desolate situation. We don't know. There's a reason. It's not a big deal to be late. But why is it a big deal to be late? Because you don't respect God. You really don't respect God. Every single time you are always coming late, all the time. Why? Why don't you come late to your work? If you go to work all the time, yeah, you may be late to work like a few times, couple of times, but they let you off. If you're late in the work like maybe 3 times in a month, and then afterward they say, okay, do not be late. And then after 3 months you're late again, they let it slide off. But when you're coming to church late all the time, it shows you don't respect the God. You don't respect the church. You don't respect the pastor. You don't respect the brothers and sisters as well. Brothers and sisters, they go to church on time to open the door, to make sure people are there early. They're sacrificing their own free time to open the church on time. Others go to the church on time. They prepare the instrument, all the equipment. They start playing. They start the worship on time. And then you have the pastor coming and preaching the message on time as well. And then you have you coming to church late. You miss the worship. You think the worship service is not important. Why? Everybody are glorifying God, and then you're missing that. Look, think of it. I'm not here to judge or to condemn. I'm here to open your eyes, to change your attitude. This is 2020. Let us change our attitude. When you're going to the cinema, how many times are you late going to the cinema? Okay, once or twice you may come late. That's fine. But it's not like every single time you're going to the cinema, you're always late. No, because you obviously paid for it. Why would you pay for a ticket and you're turning up late and you're missing like maybe 15 minutes of the movie? You're not going to like that. You wouldn't do that. And then you have your working place. You're obviously getting paid. They employed you. You're always there on time, almost all the time. And then if you're late too many times, they get rid of you. You know that. But you still come to work on time. And then when there's restaurants and all this wedding, this kind of enjoyment, you're going to be there early. You'll be there early. When it comes to the drinks, to the clubbing, all these things, you're always there early. But why is it when it comes to God, when it comes to church, you're not there on time? Why? Please change your attitude. Everyone needs to change their attitude. We need to start to respect God. God is a keeper of time. Even God was giving an example of the 10 virgins. 5 foolish, 5 smart. The smart ones came on time, but the foolish ones were late because of their foolishness, and then they missed the groom, and then they were cast out. We shouldn't be like that. Even Jesus said that he's going to come like a thief in the night because of the time wasting we're doing. We Christians are just sleeping. We're supposed to be watchful. We're supposed to be awake, looking out when is Christ coming. But we're just wasting time. We're coming late to church all the time. How are we going to change? How is there going to be blessing in our lives? How can there be change if you don't change the areas you're failing? You're failing in the punctuality, coming late all the time. So how can you change? It's kind of like somebody saying that, it sounds like a fat person saying that they want to lose weight, but they're not dealing with the problem. They're not dealing with okay, let me start with drinking water all the time. Let me cut down the fizzy drinks. Let me cut down on the junk food. Let me cut down on this and that. But they want to keep eating all the time. How can you change? You're not going to change. You're going to lose that motivation. The same way you want to change, you want to first start is 2020, we're in January, and you're still coming late. This has to stop. This is a new year. And even what also annoys me is in the church, some churches, maybe they're starting 10 o'clock in the morning or 1 p.m. or 7 p.m. I don't know. Whatever time they're starting, people come late. And then that church will decide to change the time to a later time so that everybody can come. Because let's say, for example, in my church, we usually start 3 p.m. and then people are coming late, coming at 4 p.m. Even some people are coming like 5 p.m. when it's closing time. That's ridiculous. And then we decided to change the time to 4 p.m. and still some people are coming late. I don't understand. When time has been adjusted just for you, you shouldn't be coming late. When you're coming late, it shows that you don't have any respect. You don't respect the people doing the sacrifices, doing the services for you. Let us start showing respect for people. They're serving God and they're doing it to serve you. You need to be on time. Be on time to worship God, to start the prayer, to make a change in your life. When you start to make changes in these little areas of your life, you're going to see a big difference in your life. But if you think coming late is not a big deal, that is where you're wrong. That is where you're wrong, because you're not dealing with the issue. If you're a manager, are you going to be coming late all the time? No. Managers are serious. They'll be there 6 a.m., 5 a.m. opening the shop, preparing everything, preparing the coffee, preparing all the things. Even cleaners are there early as well, and they're cleaning everywhere. Why don't you be on time? Be on time for God. Start to make changes, brothers and sisters, please. It's 2020. Stop coming late. It is a big deal. If you came late once or twice, that's not a big deal. There's a reason for that. It's just a common fault. But when you're coming on time, sleeping late, not sleeping on time, waking up late, all this attitude, you're coming late because you have some children to take care of. Yeah, then you need to command your children, discipline your children, tell them, no, we have to leave the house now. If you're coming to church and you're always in the traffic, think about, I need to leave my house 1 hour early. You need to start to do things. You need to start to show progress that, yes, I want to do this. I want to put effort that I wouldn't come late all the time. But when you don't put effort and you keep coming late, you're not serious. You're not ready to take a bigger position. You're not responsible, because a manager will always be on time. You only respect your working place, and you come to your working place on time just for the money. Well, let us start respecting God now. Let us start respecting the church, our brothers and sisters. Please, brothers and sisters, it's 2020. Let us make a change. Let us stop coming to church late. We need to come to church early, pray, and start the worship song with one accord, with one heart. And then we're going to see changing in our lives. So let us make a difference. God bless you all, brothers and sisters. I'll see you next time. God bless you.